Why hasn't Benjamin Netanyahu resigned for betraying Israel? Why are we asking that question? Let me first point your attention towards a document. As per the Cannes public broadcaster, it was put together within the Israel Defense Forces Gaza division. And what does it say? It basically warns that Hamas was training for a large-scale invasion of Israel during which hostages would be taken. Yes, an Israeli intelligence brief prepared weeks before Hamas's October 7 attack had warned the military officials of the Palestinian group's preparations. Basically, it was a warning about the Hamas plan to attack and take hostages. And now comes the most crucial and the most shocking part. You know when this document was compiled? Less than 3 weeks before October 7. According to the Cannes public broadcaster, so if Israel knew what was on the horizon, if it knew it was to come under attack, why did it not do anything about it? Let's get you more details. The document was titled Detailed Raid Training from End to End. It was circulated on September 19, basically less than 3 weeks before the Hamas attack on October 7. Cannes reported that the brief said Palestinian groups were aiming to take hundreds of hostages. According to Cannes, the brief said the expected number of hostages, 200 to 250 people. So the information was that specific. So what happened then? It was reportedly brought to the attention of at least some senior intelligence officials, but apparently ignored. As per reports, the public broadcaster did not give out details about who may have seen it, but the big question is, why would such a crucial warning be ignored? Reportedly, unnamed security officials told Cannes that the document was brought to the attention of senior intelligence officials, at least within the Gaza division. In its response to the TV report, the IDF reportedly did not acknowledge the document, but said it was investigating the failures that led to what happened and would present them transparently to the public. But then the thing is, what makes this all the more questionable, serious, and shocking is that this comes after multiple other reports in which the military was said to have received and compiled intelligence material and other information pointing to the imminent attack. Israel reportedly had multiple sources of information on Hamas's preparations for an attack in the weeks and even hours ahead of October 7. No wonder then the October 7 attack has been referred to as Israel's biggest intelligence failure. So again, the big question is, why hasn't Netanyahu resigned for betraying Israel? What right does he have to remain in power after this report? Are we saying that this report did not reach the Israeli Prime Minister for almost 3 weeks? Did the military not trust their Prime Minister enough? Shouldn't heads roll for dereliction of duty? You see, this report wasn't written by Netanyahu's enemies for him to be able to criticize it or call it a plot to target him. This is a report by his own military. What could be more embarrassing than that? Let me also tell you about what happened just a few days ago. On the 9th of June, to be specific. The Israeli general in charge of the Gaza Strip area announced his resignation over his role in the failures that led to the Hamas's October 7 attack. In a letter, the head of the Israel Defense Forces Gaza division said to his superiors that on October 7, he failed in his life's mission to protect the Gaza border communities. What about Netanyahu, though? Why should he be immune from taking responsibility? Rosenfeld is only the second senior officer in the IDF to resign over the October 7 attack, by the way, after the chief of the Military Intelligence Directorate announced that he was quitting in April. And in his letter to the head of the Southern Command and the IDF Chief of Staff, Rosenfeld said that he had decided to end his position as commander of the 143rd Division, the Gaza Division, and his service in the IDF. As part of his responsibility as a commander, he added that everyone has to take responsibility for their part. Yes, that is what he said. Everyone has to take responsibility for their part. The question is, what about Netanyahu? Why should he be immune from taking responsibility?
To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.